That is me back. And I have a caller already. Hello there.
Hi, Mr. Mayego.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I was determined today. I want to be the first caller.
And here you are. You just
Yes.
you just fulfilled that, sir.
Yes, I was trying to it was a great exposition today. You did a great job.
Thank you.
But in a way, I'm celebrating with this guy because no matter what people say about the coup,
Hmm.
in America, the American, we are in the diaspora. We see the people, they're stealing money, but they still do something for the country.
They still
There's
do.
development, there's installation, but not in Africa. All they do is just take the money for their family and friends, and that's it. So these guys, as long as they do something for the country, for the citizen, I don't care. However, and people might be complaining about the cool or not cool, or it's not good, whatever. What are the people that was there doing in the first place? Nothing.
So
Nothing.
what's the
There's no
difference between
improvement.
civilian coup and military coup? Why is one good and one
Exactly.
bad? You know?
They're saying the oh, coup is not good. Did they kill anybody?
No.
They didn't kill nobody. That's something to be celebrated about. But because of these people with their criminality, they're coming there on social media, people like APC, oh, we don't want no coup in Nigeria. What are you saying? Are you dumb? What did
You are
Tinubu
doing
do?
the wrong thing that could lead to coup or revolution. Hmm.
People, I just don't know. Anyway, let me let someone other caller come in. I
Thank you
just
so
want to
much,
say
bro.
thank you. All right.
Yes, sir. You should have a good one. So let's see. Did I get oh I think I missed that. Well, yeah, the line is pretty much still open. And I have another caller coming in. Hello there.
Hello, my ego.
Hello, ma.
My,
Good evening to you.
my very own my ego.
Ma.
One and only my ego.
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful evening, my brother.
Bless you. How are you doing?
Bless you. Too. I'm okay. Bless you. And
Good to
thank you so much
good
for
to hear
all that
from you
you
again,
do.
Chichi. Yeah, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thanks for all that you do. And may God keep being with you.
Amen.
And may He keep upholding you,
Amen. Oh,
protecting you and your household. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On behalf
thank
of
you.
all my family, those of us that enjoy what you're doing, those that cannot reach out to you directly, I say thank you, my Ewu.
Thank you.
We
Thank you,
can't
Chichi.
thank you enough. Okay,
Hmm.
keep the good job.
I will.
And it's a good development happening in Africa. The last time I called was during Niger, Niger own issue, and I
Nigerian
asked
coup.
Nigeria.
Hmm.
Yes, and I asked Nigeria how far. Of course, I'm expecting that they will learn from their little brothers since they don't want to lead the way. And then coming to Gabon, I will say kudos to Gabon if they have found their voice. And there's many African countries who will rise up and find their voice. I'm looking forward to more of this because I left Nigeria like 7 to 8 years now to where I am. And at the time that I got to the country where I'm presently living, as at 7 years ago, they had oil, fuel that could last for 7 years, despite the fact that 7 years ago, fuel was issued in Nigeria, but they had fuel here in storage that will last for 7 years. And where is the source of that fuel? Nigeria.
From Nigeria. Hmm.
And the same thing is still happening till today. My people are suffering, trekking miles, can afford transportation. While you go to any other country, fuel is not a problem. And the bad thing about it is that it's not as expensive as it is to the country that produces this fuel. That is how bad it is. I wish Nigeria will find their voice too, like others are doing. I wish we can be bold and not. I'm sorry, I might use some word that might not be really appreciated, but this is me. I am not. Well, it's just the way I feel. I wish Nigeria can find their feet. I wish they can find their foot on ground to fight for their rights and not acting. I wouldn't use the word cowardly. No. I know as much as we like our life, we don't want issues. We are watching and believing with the, churchy or God-goddy or praying kind of attitude that God will come down from heaven and do something. God will not come down from heaven and do anything, because giving us that right to do what is right. If something is not good, even in your home, you have the right to correct it. You correct it. You don't wait for manners to come from outside and fix that situation or correct that situation. That's exactly the case with Nigeria. And that of Kalu, what is his name again? Tunumbu, sorry to say. If we are waiting for the Americans, because each time you make presentation, and people, or rather, not you, rather, people are hoping that America will give them some information. I'm sorry, I don't know how much they think America is going to give to them. Tinubu is just like a tool right now to be used by all these countries. That is a simple truth.
And they will do everything they can until they dispose him.
Yes,
they will use him.
Yes. So if we are hoping that America or which any country is going to give that right information right now, Juju don't carry us home. Because they're going to use him as a tool to achieve or to get whatever they can, milk more from Africa. We have it all, but we are like church rats that has nothing. All these foreign countries that we run to go and stay put has nothing. It is the wealth they get from Africa, yet we live like perpetual beggars. It's hurting. It's really hurting. It would be nice to see Africa really rising up and say enough is enough, because it's enough.
It's a wind, it's blowing. We just don't know, right? Where it is going to lead everybody, but we can tell there is a wind blowing. Chichi, let me take another one, okay? Thank you so much.
Please go ahead. Keep up with the good job. And sorry,
Sure, no. Chichi, sorry. I have another caller.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Thank you so much, my brother. This is the African Wahala.
The Prince Adewale. Thanks for that, your super chat, by the way. I saw that earlier, but it was at the moment that things were still like burning. I couldn't, really stop by to acknowledge. Thank you.
No.
The African.
No problem, my brother. I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please click on the like button. Use this opportunity. Smash that like button. Let's like it. Let's raise the likes to 2,000. Today, I'm very, very happy.
4,000 earlier, I remember. So I was wondering, like, why didn't they do it again? Thank you. The Prince, please go on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just so happy today, with the situation that played out in Gabon. It's clear evidence that at least we are about to get rid of France in Africa. We have many parasites, many demonic criminals from the international scene. They collaborate with our own African leaders to keep us in perpetual poverty. In the case of Nigeria, we know it has always been that way. They collaborate with the Americans and the British to keep us in perpetual poverty, keep us as a people that are very intelligent. When we travel abroad, we do excellently well. We perform wonders. You find us amongst the top doctors, engineers, those that developed the COVID-19 vaccines. Man, these Nigerians are doing excellently well. But when you go back to Nigeria, it's a shithole. How come it's that way? It's because there is a collaboration between our people and the terrorist imperialists from around the world. So kudos to former French colonies in Africa. Salute to Mali. Mali did a great job by removing French as its official language. Now they have something else. Gabon, without a doubt, they've done a good job by removing that crippled thug, old thief, a criminal, Ali Bongo. I really hope Cameroon is next. Paul Biya has to go. Paul Biya is a thug. He's a murderer.
Yes.
Paul Biya has destroyed Cameroonians.
Not just even a murderer.
Oh my God. Paul Biya spends 6 months out of 12 months every single year in 5-star hotels in Switzerland and Paris.
That's right.
Meanwhile, the people of Cameroon are killing themselves because of poverty. And that's what they've turned us into. You know, I follow some spaces on the internet where, I'm not going to lie to you, brother, many people look down on us Africans because they genuinely believe that we are not intelligent people. They genuinely believe that. But we know that we are okay. We are regular people. It's just unfortunate that we have collaborators amongst us that have consistently sold us out and made us paupers. And finally, we are slowly breaking out of that chain. Congratulations to all African people. We are getting rid of France first. After we get rid of France, then we're going to go for the big boss, United States of America. Once we get rid of France, America, then we're going to go for their puppets. The terrorist thugs from Buhari to Tinubu to Ali Bongo to Paul Biya to Museveni to the criminals in Togo, the Nyansigbe family. If you guys don't know the Nyansigbe family in Togo, they have been in power for close to 50 years, father and son, just like it was in Gabon. So these people have kept us in perpetual poverty. We've run away from the continent of Africa. We are not living our best lives in this part of the world. A lot of us are ready to go back. Me personally, I have been researching Kenya and Botswana because I'm like, if I can't even go back to Nigeria, maybe I'll go to another African country because I would rather be there at the end of the day. But thankfully, the revolution has begun. We are witnessing it. It is being televised. Congratulations to my people. Please don't forget to click on that like button. Thank you so much, my brother Mayego. Man, I love you, brother. Thank you so much.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Stay safe. Nice one, sir. That's the
Yes.
African Wahala. Well, I have another caller too. Here. Hello.
Yeah, Michael.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. My name is Chibweze.
Good evening to you. How
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm watching you from Croydon.
Sorry, I could barely hear you. Do you mind? Maybe you should come closer to the phone, like, so quiet.
Okay, I was just in front of the TV, so.
Oh, you will need to mute that, by the way, if you really want to enjoy this chat, right? Mute the TV and let's talk on the phone. Right, please.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Loud and clear.
Okay, so you see, I've been, like I said before, my name is Chibweze and I'm calling from Croydon.
Well done, Chikweze. Is that what you said? Did you say Chikweze?
Chibweze.
Fantastic. I actually heard that, but I was like, was that the right thing I heard? Chibweze, Baba.
Yeah.
Here you go, please.
Okay. So as I was saying, I don't know. There's a bit of bittersweet experience about what's going on because my observation with African politics has always been that the incoming, one way or the other, ends up being worse than the outgoing.
That's another.
Yeah, the reason why I say this is because yes, it's like a liberation for the people of Gabon and the people of Niger and the rest of them, but we don't know what's coming next. And like you pointed out earlier in your broadcast today, the thing about military takeover is that it is the same people who will beg these military people to vacate the space.
Start calling the rest of the world to come and save them. It has always been like that.
Yes. So if I remember vividly the day Abacha died in Nigeria, this is how we were jubilating. This is how yes, of course I remember. I was in uni at the time and we were all jubilating. My mother, a deaconess in Apostolic Church, was dancing that day. You can imagine. So now I'm telling you, so look at the so-called democracy now that we're jubilating for. Let me tell you the truth. My mother, as we speak now, lives abroad and she just doesn't have any interest in going back to Nigeria. And she is 90 years old now. Yeah, I was asking her, some deep questions, about how she feels about things. The long and short of what she told me was that she is totally disappointed with Nigeria. Could you believe that she was telling me that as at 1960, that they were the young girls who were dancing that Nigeria had got independence. And then all these years down the line, her main regret is that Nigeria has broken her heart. And that disappointed. And that Nigeria has never really lived up to that, potential, for being a great country. So back to what I was saying, it's a good wave, all these military takeovers and kind of African nations waking up, but we don't know what's next. We don't know if this is really going to usher in a new era of development and well-meaning
people-oriented programs or projects that brings real development.
Yes,
we have been in the trenches for so long. There's no end in sight.
Yes,
like Mom said, right? It's frustrating.
Yes. It is frustrating. It is frustrating because, to be honest with you, I never knew Niger has so many resources until this recent time that this military takeover, happened, and the satellite is now on Niger Republic. So I started doing a lot of research and listening to, broadcasts. I never knew Niger as a country is so rich.
So
Meanwhile, all along, I've always known Niger people to be poor. All along. So I don't know. The long and short of what I'm saying is, yes, it's a good wave, what we're seeing in Africa, but we don't know what is next.
We have no idea. Like, we don't know the whole story yet.
Yes.
Somehow, we should probably just let people enjoy, savor the moment until reality will set in later. Like, what worse can happen? Like, Chibueze, we have seen what those who are supposed to be democratic, we've seen what they have done to the people and done with people's mandate and all that, right? What's the worst?
I'm sorry to say, the democracy as it is just fuckery. This is not democracy.
It is.
This is not democracy. I'm sorry to use that word, but it's not democracy.
Thank you. Right?
Thank you very much.
And say me to Mom.
Keep up with the good work you're doing. I always listen to you, and in fact, it's like a religion now. I tune into your program. In as much as I don't want to bother myself too much with what is going on with Nigeria, but I always find it enlightening to tune into your program because you give me insight into things that I just read.
Ordinarily, you probably would never be interested in, right? Things that ordinarily you'll be like, no, I'm not interested. But now, look at it.
Yes.
A lot of people are interested and they want to even know more. And the more you know, Baba, it seems like the more angrier you get. Like, what the hell?
I'm telling you. So thank you so much, Mayegun.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
You let me say me well to Mama as well, okay? Just
no wahala. When you speak to her. No wahala. No wahala.
Yes. So that's a Chibueze from Croydon here in the UK. Yes, the line is still pretty much open, and I have a caller too. Or do I? I think I do. Hello there. Meanwhile, hang on my caller. Hang on for a second, okay? Just a moment, sir or ma. Alexander, that's very, very, very kind of you. That super chat. Same goes to Yomitotu, okay? It's a busy night tonight, and there's so many comments popping up. So if I don't put your super chat on the screen, right, I may miss it. So thank you to all of you. Okay, every one of you has been like, but if you are watching this, the most favorite kind of love is for you to take a moment and like the broadcast. But if you have already done that, don't do it again. My caller. Hello there. Are you still there? I really, 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 really do wish that you are still there, but that means I didn't get the person. So I'll take this. Hello.
Hello, Maego.
Hello, sir. How are you?
This is my 400 times to try to see if I can get
the first time of being lucky. There's always a first time, you know that. especially. How are you?
I know. I've been calling all the time. I'm Austin from Germany.
I know Austin. I know. I'm talking about like how many times you would have to try, and then finally you just get through. I'm like, there's always that moment. They say, "Oh, finally," and most of the time it doesn't.
Definitely.
Like, how are you doing,
Definitely.
Austin?
Definitely. I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's actually been a while.
Definitely, because I call every time.
You used to.
As I'm telling you now,
you just disappeared.
I call every time, but no, I called every time, but I can't get you. I don't know why. I tried almost every day. Every time you're long.
Thank you, by the way.
But the issue is that yesterday, I was so much overwhelmed, and I said, I just wrote to you and I said, my ego, may God bless you, because you are really doing a wonderful work that I don't even know how to express my feelings towards you.
Thank you, Austin.
But all I can say is just thank you, because people don't understand the meaning of thank you. Thank you means a lot if you really go into deep about it. So I can also thank you. I say thank you from my deepest part of me. I'm just saying thank you.
Thank you so much for at least saying that. It means a lot too. Like when everybody says it, and I know what it means. Thank you.
Yeah. So coming out of the Gabon, you're talking about Gabon is my country. I was born there and I grew up there and I know everything about Gabon. Even from Gabon, I came to Europe.
Are you serious? So that means you kind of will be able to even say more. Now I'm going to listen to you, Austin. Now this happened.
I know Gabon very, very. I know Gabon very, 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 very well. I know. I speak French. If I speak French, you won't even know that I'm in Nigeria. So I know even my siblings are still living there in Gabon.
Like when the news broke, how do you feel? For somebody like yourself who has a real connection to the country, like, you know what I mean? Like, how did you feel?
I have been expecting it for a long time. I left Gabon 2009 when the father died. When Bongo died, I left immediately. He died, and I left. He was even the burial was not even conducted when I left. So, and when Ali Ben, this man narrative, Ali Ben is a Nigerian. He's an Igbo guy. Ali Ben, it's an Igbo guy. I'm telling you honestly. It's not a joke. It's not a rumor. Even Gabonese know that he's an Igbo guy. He is one of those guys that Gabon picked during Nigeria Civil War, Nigerian Biafra War. There were many. There were many in the military. There is another girl that is when the Nigeria also in Gabon. If Gabonese are listening to me now, they know what I'm saying. Her name is also Ngozi or something like that. So it's unfortunate that a lot of foreigners supported Ali Ben from during his first time, because they know he's a foreigner. They thought he could have changed the narrative, but he became the worst. Even his father was even better than him. He did a lot of shit that you can't even. You ask yourself, is this Ali Ben? We know him when he was defense minister. He was defense minister before. We know how he used to slap
his dad actually made him here. It was like his dad groomed him for that position too.
Exactly. He has been in power for a very long time. He knows
messed it up.
He messed it up. He messed it up. So Gabon was, when we talk about Gabon, these are the things people doesn't talk much. Gabon is one of the richest countries in Africa. One of the richest. They have all the mineral resources. They have all the. Make your research very well. Gabon have the highest timber in Africa.
You are not lying, Austin, right? Before discovery of oil, right? That used to be their main source of exports.
Exactly.
They are so good with timber that they even make finished products. Like Finala and all of that. They make finished product from timber that they also export too. And they found fuel. They find their oil.
Do you know their national house assembly? The Chinese constructed it, built it. They exchanged timber and they give Chinese the timber and the Chinese build the house. I think the Chinese was taking the timber, I think for 12 years was the contract or something like that. So they have a lot of this. They have gold, they have diamond, they have every mineral resources ever. When I left Gabon in 2009, they were 1,500,000 in population. So they were not much. They have only 9 states. Even the 9 states is just the capital, Libreville. The Libreville I was born, within 1 hour you can circulate. It's not a big place, but they were fucking rich. But if you see what France have done there, even when I had the coup, I was thinking, will this happen? Because I know France is going to fight back. It's even better for France to leave Niger than to leave Gabon. It's better for them. I'm telling you honestly, they will fight back. They will fight back. Don't take my word for granted.
Seen the end of it yet.
No. This is we are just in kindergarten. They will fight back. If you don't know how much money Gabon France make in Gabon, France make even Gabon booklet. It's not printed in Gabon. It's printed in France. Everything about Gabon is in France. So there is no way France is going to leave there. There is no way.
You know, one thing people have told me, Austin, that a lot of people are currently not even talking about. Some of these countries that are now leaving France, right? With all this coup, all of the supposed asset of the country, money, gold, any other thing they have in store, everything is in France. How are they going to get all those things back? Or France is just going to keep all of them?
France will never give them back. You know, even refining oil, let's say, even refining oil, where Gabon made their highest place they have oil in Gabon is the city is called Port-Gentil. Port-Gentil is another state. So they bring out crude from that place and they go to France to refine it. So France is harvesting everything in Gabon, everything. So there is no way France is going to allow them to. The two things I'm thinking, either the France is behind the coup. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Either France is behind the coup.
They've condemned the coup. And they are saying that Congo should be returned to power. Like they are telling them in Niger.
France is the highest criminal people in Africa. The highest.
I can't even dispute
the highest. I am telling you what France can do. You know, France have already lost Niger. Forget all this drag they are doing. They will lose Niger. They are not going to do anything in Niger. So what they are thinking now, maybe Africans are going to start up with coup. They might plan to say, okay, let's start with this coup. By themselves, they can organize it and take the power again. I am telling you.
Let's be ahead of them before they. Wow.
Yes, exactly. Since you people have started coup, then let's do it because we know how to do it. I think that's what. I think that's what France is doing.
Thank you so much.
So anyway, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. You have a good one. Okay, let me take another one so that we can manage the time as usual. Right? It's so lovely to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's Austin from Germany.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir.
I hear you, my brother. Long time.
A long time too. How you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you for your program.
Thank you, sir.
You see, what is happening in Africa is a new development. We like it. But the problem, why they are not killing them? Why they are not killing these criminals? If you leave them, nothing.
Or anything. Go on.
What is arrest? You leave criminal who have grown other criminals around them. You are leaving them. This is where I'm tired of it. They are not killing them. These people need to killing them, taking their assets back and close these colonial masters. This is the right way. This one they are doing, I'm not seeing anything. In Niger, the same thing. They just keep that their puppy one place. They are not killing them. You need to kill them. This is what we call serious revolution. When Gaddafi take government from the power, the power in Libya, Gaddafi kill these people, finish everything. That's why Gaddafi can be able to change the country. These things they are doing is just a child this Sunday. They are not killing anyone. They just keep criminal that will have grown other people along them. So along the way, you will leave them. The junior ones will take over. These things don't have meaning. They need to eliminate all of them. If they are serious what they are doing, then start to eliminate them. It's just like Oturumbu enter power. He's talking about the economy. I see Shetima is crying that the Nigerian economy is mess. What do you mean by mess? What of Buhari? Go and catch him. Go and bring Buhari. If you are serious, if you want to work, if you are telling us the truth, Buhari need to catch. Buhari need to come to tell the Nigeria, how do you do with our money? Where do you keep the reserve? Yes. Why they need to come and answer? Not to carry a left role. A left role is just a minister, just a bank, central bank government. Yes.
Just scapegoat.
Yes.
Thieves.
Scapegoat. Yes. Yes. They're just deceiving people. I see Nigerians laughing. He's laughing for Nefele. Nefele don't have power to do anything. It's him with Buhari do everything. We know this man, this Issa Fatu. Issa Fatu, all of them have a big money, access in Central Bank. The Issa Fatu, the man have died to the coffee. This man in family, all of them, that exchange, everything. These are the people that control Nefele, everything. All of them, everybody knows.
Do you mean
yes? Yes, the late one.
You are right. I mean, I grant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So if the people want to work,
for example, Baba, if you happen for Nigeria now, so now arrest them. Cause say we have arrested them.
Arrest.
You agree?
No. Well, this is not anything. This is not what we need. We need a serious bloody revolution. If you want to clean Africa, this is just a small coup. Just arrest person, put him in the house. Later they will leave him. He will go to exile. This will not make any good. Go enjoy everything of the country. You need to show example. Others coming will be afraid. This is how to rule the nation. When Gaddafi do it in Libya, if we have been in Libya, nobody can open mouth to talk about Gaddafi because he put the fear on them. That's why Western world was afraid of Gaddafi, the kind of the power that Gaddafi have. Yeah, that's why they kill him. The man called the Libyans, when he do that revolution, he said, "Now I have solved the problem. Now I want to rule as a leader. What do I need to satisfy you people? We cannot be too present in the country." No. He called the people to the table. They sit down and talk. That's why if he give you a contract in Libya, if he misbehaves that contract, he will die immediately. Gaddafi is a father in Libya. Yes, he monitor the contract. If he give you a contract, Gaddafi call a town hall meeting. A president call a town hall meeting. Yeah. He asked the people, what's the people lacking? What is going on in your state? Everybody will come at rest. He will follow everything. That's why Gaddafi is the best government in the whole world. Before these people eliminate him, Western world kill him. Yes, a town hall meeting. Yes, Gaddafi do a town hall meeting to the whole state in Libya.
I hear about that Gaddafi that is also very, 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 very true. Is that if you want to study for any degree and they are not offering it in Libya, you won't go study for abroad. Now Libya go sponsor you. Now if you can't come
everything
job, they go they pay you the salary of that discipline where you go
normal
you get job.
Yes,
not true.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
That is not even existing in America.
It's true.
It doesn't exist in
No, it can't take America compare Libya when Gaddafi was alive. That's why they kill him. No Libya, no homeless person in Libya when Gaddafi was alive. No homeless. The satellite is free, but we are in Europe, in America, we pay for satellite. In Libya citizens don't pay. Even foreigners, you can't pay for satellite. The cable you watch, your telephone, you don't pay. He was calling to make Africa to unite. That's why they killed the man. The man wants to make Africa to be strong. He wants to tell them we have everything. Why the Europeans command us? By what we have. This is what the man started to open the eyes of the people. That's why the Europeans, all of them, got together to kill him. Nothing again. They just fool their people. America always and the European world use their tools. This military coup, we don't know what is going. Whether it's them, it's as according to the last caller, it can be them. They have seen what is happening in Niger. They can move. These people think ahead more than we Africans, we black. But they have think away the way, call the guy and say, let's do coup. As soon as the coup has started taking place.
Before they do it for us.
Before it will be too late to them. So it can be another strategies. So if in Nigeria are serious what they are doing, Tinubu have nothing to offer. No. He have started crying, telling them there is nothing, no money. You don't know how to hold Buhari. If he is sincere, he want to work. Buhari is number one man to bring Buhari to the table. Tell us where our money is.
Where you put our money.
That's the only thing. If they want to work, but these people, nobody's working. They're just fooling people. They're just fooling people. Yes, nothing.
Thank you. Ma, take another one. It's so lovely.
Yeah.
Tell me where you're calling from. Maybe you just didn't want to.
I'm calling you from Mexico City.
What did you say?
Mexico City.
You are calling from Mexico. That's amazing, right? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I have been your fans for a long time. We started earlier.
You just
thank you very much.
Everybody actually enjoyed your chat. It came from the heart, and I want more of that. Please keep calling.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and you have a good one.
Okay, thanks.
So, Ma, take another one. You see, heart to heart. Which one is arrest them? What's do like he said? You know. Anyway, hello there. Somebody is trying to get in, and their connection is there hanging. I can't imagine what that would feel. Will feel like. Imagine. You've been trying to call into Mayegun's Diary Politico, and then finally you got connect. You are about to get connected. Your call is picked, and it remaining connecting. You know, you go like someone. You these village people, wait till happen. So I've taken another one. And my time is. I've only got about 20 minutes to go. By the way, thank you so much so far. So good to everyone who has been part of this. Okay, can you hear me? Did I pick your call?
Yes, you have.
I did. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening to you, by the way.
Good evening, Mayegun.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Kushop.
Yes, sir.
My name is Sho. I think I'm on your program about 2 weeks ago.
I have spoken to you before, sir. I know.
Yes,
Sho.
Yes. Yes.
It's good to be part of it again tonight. You want to add to it, please?
Yes, I'm just going to speak on 2 things. Just like yourself, I'm from Ogun State, and for some reason we've been cursed with this current governor who just brings shame, to the state. Exactly, for a state, that was once blessed with someone, Bisi Obanjo, to now have someone like Tapo, who, for some reason,
sir,
the people are always apologizing to him for one thing or the other. I remember a video that trended during the COVID palliative nonsense they were giving to people. There was a young lady who did a video and condemned the type of beans, I remember. That he sent to them. You understand? God bless you. You remember? And they did a video. You understand? The whole community were begging and pleading, apologizing to this guy. And now you have, all this local government chairman battling and prostrating to him. And these people were the ones that claimed to be the Omoluabi during this last election. People like yourself and myself were, we were called all sorts of names. But as an Omoluabi, you saw about 20, 30 people, some of them probably older than that, or some of them probably his age mate, prostrating and dobalaying. Omoluabi him should have stopped them to say, please don't do that.
No, you don't have to do this. There like a king. It's okay.
Do you understand? He sat like a king and, looking very... Exactly.
They're all demigods right now in Nigeria. You have no
idea. Understand? And I think publicizing this apology was deliberate, because they could have gone to apologize to him without cameras or whatever. They could have come out to say, we had a closed session, the people have apologized, moved on. But they did this on purpose so that the next person would know that you dare not challenge your governor. And it's not limited to Ogun State. People across Nigeria have seen this. Even if there's a local government chairman somewhere willing to call out his governor, this has sent a strong message. We will make you to apologize in public. So they're deliberate. So that's what Dr. Abiodun. And secondly, to touch up on the Gabon issue, I woke up to the news like most people this morning, and I was happy for the people of Gabon because they were happy themselves. So I have no reason not to be happy for them. I know people have asked me many times, are you calling for a coup? And I keep saying, no, I'm not calling for a coup. But like Babangida said, it's a shame that I have to quote someone like that. Babangida said a coup would only happen when there's frustration among the people.
That's right. So,
you've ruled the people with impunity. You've lived beyond your means. You've, all these largesse that you do. And I mean, all these foreign, colonial guys.
The imperialists, they call them.
They would.
You are supposed to be leaders of your country, but you are actually like the CEOs of the imperialists in your country. It's sad.
They would prop up the worst type of leaders in Africa. Literally propping them up. You saw the video of this guy that was just Ali Bingo when he went to France. The French president was literally propping him up. There's a video of him going to Downing Street when this guy was still there, Boris Johnson.
I think it was.
He couldn't walk. He's suffering from stroke, but they will prop them up because of the benefit they are getting. And now, another thing I would like to point out, there was a coup in Niger less than 3 or 4 weeks ago. There's been another one today in Gabon. Please help me ask APC boys and girls that always excuse our brothers and sisters that lose their lives every election day in Nigeria. People's lives are taken and cut short. I don't agree when they say people die. People don't die on election day in Nigeria. They are killed. So, democratic exchange of power, we lose our brothers and sisters. And people say, oh, that's Africa. But even coup in Niger, no life was lost.
Not even one person
in Gabon,
was
no life was lost. But we can't even have a democratically exchange of power or democratic exchange of power without losing people. And APC people will be excusing it away, telling you, oh, but it happened in Enugu as well. Oh, but it happened in another state. It wasn't just Lagos. I don't care where it happens. I'm just saying, let's stop killing each other on election day. People are having coup without killing each other. So we can learn a thing or two from them. And if it does come to the doors of Nigeria one day, because as Yoruba will say, Tinubu is getting agitated because Tinubu is afraid that he might get to his door. But if you treat the people right, they won't celebrate if there was a coup. Imagine you live in the UK, I live in the UK. Imagine tomorrow there's a coup in the UK. Nobody's going to be celebrating.
Man,
nobody.
You will see so many people here, even some of us who volunteer as a volunteer army to go and face the coupists here in the UK.
Understand?
It'll be
because
shocking.
you get the basics. You get the basics from your government. But in Africa, people are being trampled upon. They've suffered in the midst of plenty. Gabon has diamond. They have gold. They have all sorts. What's the population? 2.something million. They should be some of the richest people in the world.
They are not even half of Ogun State's population.
You understand? And these people are suffering. But the West will keep propping up these corrupt people. Once, like your previous one of your last caller said, once these imperialists are gone, we will deal with all the Paul Biya's of the Paul Biya has been there since 1982 in Cameroon. It was the prime minister from 1975 to 1982. 1982 became the president. That's 41 years of ruling. How much can you do? So when you die, are you telling me Cameroon would die? This guy was practically living in Switzerland and he was spending about $20,000 per night. That's the cost to Cameroonian people. $20,000 every night for the president living in Switzerland. He said it's easier for him to govern from Switzerland because there's less distraction. What sort of madness are we talking about?
I keep asking that. Look at all this Western, this West. They always talk about democracy. What kind of democracy they actually give to Africa? A dangerous one that they don't want and they will never practice.
The worst type of democracy. You don't even call this democracy. How is it democracy that when you have this democratically elected people, they have to kill to get to power? And the military that we condemn so much, and I'm not supporting them, they don't even kill to get to power anymore. So which is which? Look at Nigeria today. How many lives do we lose on a daily basis that are not even making the headlines? Look at the young boys. I told my nephew who just graduated from UI, I said, because look at the boys and girls living from Akwa Ibom. Or where did they live from? Going to Zamfara. 15 of them kidnapped. Nobody is saying anything. The government it's just like business as usual.
It's like everything is all right. Everybody's
it
just
wasn't
moving
this
on like
bad
it's okay.
During the military. It wasn't. It was not this bad. The only people Abacha Babangida went after were their political opponents, which was bad. But now, even the random innocent guys are paying the price. Today, 20 in Plateau today, some 25 in another state tomorrow. And Nigeria keeps moving on because the people are now numb to this type of news. It's become an everyday occurrence. I'll let you speak to someone else.
Thank you so much for another kind of very brilliant contribution there.
Good job as always.
Perspective too, Baba.
All right.
Thanks a lot. You have a good one, okay? So that is a show from here in the UK as well. And then I think let me see. I've got 241, but they said Gabon is 251 or something. My caller, hang on for me for a second, okay? The Agbaman, you are back. I have not seen you in a long time. The Agbama. Anyway, thank you very much, by the way, for that super chat. Now I will read that, which is thank you. Thank you for your open mind. Thank you for saying the truth. Thank you for keeping it real. And thank you for calling out sycophancy and ignorance. Thank you for having empathy. Thank you for being human being. Thank you, the Agbaman, for being my friend and one of those I can call the backbone of this temple. I love you all. My caller, you're there.
Yes, you hear me?
Yes, so I hear you, Baba. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Nah, fine.
You may need to speak louder or bring the phone closer to yourself, okay? So it's a little bit, quiet. Is that all right?
Okay.
This is
Did you hear me
better.
now?
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Now this morning we will just sleep. My mom and my sister rush enter my room. You know the hear, wake up. Coup d'etat. I was like, what?
Hang on. Where are you calling from? Can you hear me?
From Libreville.
Oh, from Libreville. Now you will need to mute your TV, mute the TV so that you and I can continue talking on the phone. So your internet is back now.
Okay. Throttle the line from here. That is reason. Since they do the cut, so they then throttle them. So that's why you could they very choppy.
Oh, you could they somehow. Okay, I'll leave you to talk now. Yeah, you continue. I can hear you now. Go on. Tell us what happened from Libreville.
So immediately I woke up. I was like, what is going on? So he said the military announced coup d'etat on radio. I was like, no, we saw that back in 2009 when we woke up in the morning and heard that there was a coup d'etat. So I quickly dismissed it. It was only on RTG, not on another place. So later they said, no, they have locked down the airport, they have locked down the residence, they have locked down where again? I'm forgotten where.
Nah, they usually say they don't lock the border. They don't lock
Assembly National, which is national the border. Yes. So that was. Then we started hearing, jubilation outside. Be better, blah 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 blah. Well, me, I am a foreigner. I am not. So I just want to report my experience. Yes.
So what did you do? What did you do when you finally woke up? Did you just come to the front of your house to see all the neighbors and all of them? And then you went back inside, or did you join them?
Yes,
it's been almost 2 days now.
Yes, we went inside. So later, anyway, later come out.
Right.
So the thing they say, before all these things start, the embassy called us and they warned us, say, make us stay inside, make us stay indoors, not come out on the day we do the voting itself.
Did you say the Nigerian embassy called you, all of you Nigerians there to alert you? Did they?
Yes, not just Nigerian embassy. Yes, not just Nigerian embassy, even other countries. They call their cities. Yes. So, 2016, they broke people's shops, they looted and all that. So this time around, before the election, they said we don't already pack all the things for our shops and left so in case they come and loot it because the way people we are traveling. Yeah. So before then, the way people we are traveling this time around was kind of alarming. So we knew something was up. So, but no realize say you go this time. So right now.
So right now, the evening don't come right now for Libreville and the other places right now in Gabon. Wait to be the situation. Like what you fit tell us? Like how it be now?
It just this very calm. It's like say they pour cold water everywhere. So they say we could go back to our affairs tomorrow. But the what they call it for English again? Curfew.
Okay.
Still yes, curfew is still in place. So from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening, you are free to do whatever you want to do. Then from 6 in the evening till 6 in the morning, they don't want to see anybody outside. Yes. So that is that. Then on the issue of Ali Bongondimba, the problem is that he did some things. I just want to report objectively.
Yes, now at least there's some information that you think at least should be shared too. Yeah, Ali Bongo, tell us what you want to share.
I didn't do that. Just as that other caller.
Are they with you?
He did some things that are good. For example, he sanitized the what do they call them? Civil service because
So he sanitized the civil service. Nobody say everything bad about him. So you wanted to tell us other things that are really physical. Can you still hear me? I know. You see, one of the things that they did before the election was to turn off their internet in order to control how much people, the outside world, have access to what was going to happen in Gabon. And I think the internet is probably just coming back gradually or so. So this my caller from Libreville is sharing some internal info with us right from Gabon, but the network is not really it. Can you still hear me? You did there? No. Okay. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to take just one or two more calls. In fact, I'm actually going to have to take just one. And that one, okay, I think the line dropped anyway. So I'll take one and we can all call it a night. I am sorry if you are trying to get in and you have not been able to, okay? It's really messed up. It's so busy. Can you hear me, sir? Omar?
Hello, my good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening to you. How are you?
Okay, yeah, fine. So what's happened there is that they've throttled the internet. What's the implication of that? It means that if you're talking, it will break, and it will not allow you to have a continuous convo. That's what it's.
So it hasn't really been improved upon yet. It's like it's still back.
No,
right?
No. You know, it's called throttled. When you throttle something. Yeah, it's like you're holding somebody by the neck; they can't talk properly. You know, so yeah,
it's like
exactly.
that.
Sometimes if you're talking, yeah, you can't have a continuous. Yeah, it's intentional, obviously. So you can't have a continuous convo with the other person.
I see.
That's what it means. Okay.
Well,
okay.
He's managed to tell us enough anyway before the line became that. So, Baba, it's me and you now.
Exactly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me go straight. First of all, I just want to tell the people that are saying when they talk, then they will put a very slight disclaimer. Not that I'm calling for a coup, not that I'm calling for a coup. What the fuck is sorry for children?
Go on, man.
I don't give a flying whatever. If I'm calling for a coup. See, listen, any soldier, whether you're a colonel or a sergeant, you're all a coward. You do the needful. Listen, the soldiers are now doing what we call a maintenance across Africa. This thing called democracy is not working. We need to tailor a new way of governing our people that suits our polity, that suits our culture, that suits our religion, and all that. It's too expensive. It's too bloody expensive. And somebody saying, yeah, a coup was carried out, that it wasn't bloody. So what? Do you know how many people that have died? If your relative was killed during the last election, will you be praying for Tinubu to be alive, or anybody in the APC to be alive?
That's one very honest question you're asking there, and not everybody will actually answer it honestly. If your family member got killed during that election in Nigeria, would you feel the same way? Like tell people to move on.
Would you feel the same way? Or if you have a relative on that train that was stormed, that was stormed on that train that was killed, would you be talking this rubbish that you're not calling for a coup? Then what are you calling for? Fuck off if you don't want to say the truth. Hold your mouth and be under them. I'm calling for a coup. I'm saying it now on air and all that. The military should just man up and do the needful. They should watch their colleagues what they are doing. And Tinubu thinks that because he has appointed the people that are very close to him, his relatives and all. The coup in Gabon, like we saw, and all that, it was his cousin. People are suggesting that it's a family issue. Maybe they want, but at least he was honest enough to kick out his cousin. And
instead of defending and protecting him as he's been doing for a while.
Exactly. It will not happen in Nigeria, because the problem in Nigeria is that is my village man, is from my ethnicity. I will defend him. That was what we saw in the last election. It was all about bigotry and statism and tribalism. That was what we saw, and that's what is holding us back. The The minute we change our mindset and say, listen, even if the person is your own brother and all that, he does something wrong, call him out and let him face the music. See, this democracy thing is not going to work in Africa. That is what we are just seeing right now. And what I see, and when I see what is happening, what I see what is that is happening now across Africa, France had better be ready because they've got a lot of war in their hands. We are waking up gradually, and we are going to fight back. No more this neo-colonialism.
Of time. I tell people too about like, listen, all of us can pretend that this is just talk. But the truth of the matter is that it is also an avenue where millions of Africans have managed to even know better, not just about their continent, about the people representing the continent, their leaders. Now, if you think this whole podcast and the rest of all this available information are nothing, then you are not paying attention. Maybe because it hasn't happened in Nigeria. The day is going to happen. A lot of people have believed that there will never be a revolution in Nigeria because we are so divided. It simply means you are not paying attention, but it's okay.
And very soon we start finding out where they're hiding their private jets to hide them away, so that when it kicks off, they want to run away. There's no running away. All of us
locations of private airports in Nigeria. I don't know. Say Nigeria have some private airstrips, private airstrips.
Yeah. All of us go sit down. We go talk out the matter. Person will go face bullets, go face him. Person will go face jail time, go face him. That's just my. I don't have no apology. So let it be that way. Let it just be. That's it. That's my contribution this evening.
Don't let us pretend about it. I like you.
Yeah. Because he wants to. The stupid man wants to send his soldiers to go to Niger and die. Why? He wants to bring war into Nigeria. Why? Why should we allow this sort of man to be there? The quicker we kick him out of that place and arrest him and all his criminals around him, the better for us. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good night.
The soldiers have heard you, and I hope you will still be able to say the same thing if the bell rings tomorrow and say gang, 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 gang.
I'm expecting every morning I'm expecting that, fellow Nigerians. That's what I hear. Yes.
And you think you can still maintain the same position when that happens, right?
Why not?
Okay. We'll live long.
Let them man up. I'm just telling them, let them just man up and do the needful. They became soldiers not to protect corrupt politicians. They became soldiers to uphold and defend the country and the constitution of the country. One man. Yeah, one man and his gang of thieves have raped and taken over the constitution and rule of law. Look at the stupid man talking about rule of law. Did you respect rule of law by lying, by committing perjury, by rigging, by killing people to get there and forcing your way to get there? And you're talking about rule of law. What kind of rubbish is that?
Absolute trash. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much once again. And you are my last caller tonight, and I kind of would love to end it on that note. Okay, you stay safe, Baba. I'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Great. Now, to everyone who is still pretty much out there, thank you for spending your evening with me again. Gabonese, who joined us tonight, congratulations to you, because that's how the rest of Africa seems to be feeling towards you. They feel like somehow you have broken the chain of or generational chain of slavery. But are you free? We'll wait to find out, okay? But for this first one, it is ideal to let them enjoy it. We shouldn't begin to procrastinate and all of that about Gabon. They have finally known what their own reality have set in. It's only Nigerians who are yet to actually accept our own reality. Or maybe the reality is not even like it hasn't come full circle. I can tell you this, some people are already saying it is African rising. If the coup that are taking place right now are those that are going to be replacing the civilian coup that have been taking place in Africa, where people's will don't really matter, where rigging of the entire establishment against the same people in your country is what reigns, right? Where you can say Africa rising for the coupists. Okay, civilian coupists and the military coupists. However this goes, we will be willing to go on the ride, on this particular ride, we'll be able, we'll be more than willing and happy to sail through the wind that is currently blowing through Africa. All right? But just remember, if you want a working Africa or a working, let's put it that way, working Africa, of course you are going to have to put African solution to it. And you see these Westerners, if they are not getting the message, I don't know who is going to tell them. Somebody said they are never going to leave easily. They're going to double down. But trust me, in Yoruba land there is a saying, all right? If the landlord is wrong, now tenant go. If the tenant is wrong, now the tenant go. No matter how long it takes, something is changing. And there's no colonial or former imperialist that is too big to collect. So get yourselves ready. Like somebody said as well, there is still more than what you have seen today or heard today from Gabon. We haven't heard the last, not from France. Thank you. So if you have been with me all night, remember, like this broadcast before you go. If you joined us midway, you can watch it from the start again. Very interesting, and I believe a lot of callers said so. It's quite interesting tonight. But if you have been part of this from the beginning to this point and you've never really subscribed onto my channel, please do subscribe onto my Egun's Diary Politico, and you will never miss anything. I will see you again. And until then, good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun Diary Politico. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.